Hello, science fans. I'm glad you're here today, because we're about to take a journey into a fascinating piece of Americana that stood the test of time. Today, let's explore the enduring appeal of the Farmer's Almanac, a humble publication that's been guiding people for centuries. For generations, publications like the Old Farmer's Almanac have been a fixture in American homes, offering not just planting charts and astronomical tables, but also quirky home remedies, folklore, recipes, and, of course, their famous long-range weather forecasts. These pages are packed with practical advice and a touch of old-fashioned wisdom. People have relied on them for centuries to plan everything from harvests to family vacations, weddings, and even fishing trips. The Almanac became a trusted companion, helping families make decisions big and small. In our digital age, the Almanac feels like a comforting relic, grounded, tangible, and steeped in tradition. There's something special about holding a book that's been passed down, its pages worn by generations of hands. Flipping through its pages connects us to a long history of people who look to the sky and the seasons for answers, reminding us of a time when nature's rhythms shaped daily life. Before satellites and supercomputers, people trusted observation, tradition, and the Almanac. It was their guide to understanding the world, blending science, folklore, and a bit of hope. This historical reliance has built a powerful legacy, stories of trust and wisdom passed down through generations, connecting grandparents and grandchildren in a shared ritual of planning and dreaming. The Almanac's promise of a sneak peek into the future is compelling, making it a perennial bestseller and a source of conversation year after year. It sparks curiosity and brings people together, whether they're debating the weather or swapping gardening tips. Science is awesome, but tradition is powerful. The Farmer's Almanac reminds us that sometimes the old ways still have a place in our modern world, offering comfort, connection, and a little bit of magic. Now, let's tackle a big rumor that the winter of 2025-2026 will be the wettest ever. This dramatic claim conjures images of relentless rain and monumental snowstorms, exactly the kind of story that spreads fast. Often these myths start with the Almanac's colorful language. Phrases like soaking storms or parade of precipitation, which are catchy but not scientific. As these phrases circulate online, they get exaggerated, turning a wetter-than-normal forecast into the wettest winter ever. The idea of a record-breaking event taps into our anxieties about extreme weather and climate change. Sensational headlines sell, and people love sharing dramatic predictions with friends and family. As we enter the season when long-range forecasts dominate conversations, it's easy for myths to take hold. But before we get swept up, let's pause and ask, where is this information coming from? Is it science or just tradition? Critical thinking is key. So, how do almanacs make their forecasts? It's a question that's fascinated people for generations, especially since these books have been around for centuries, guiding farmers, gardeners, and curious readers alike. Their methods are famously secretive, like a family recipe passed down through the ages, guarded closely by a select few. What we do know is that they blend solar science, climatology, meteorology, and a hefty dose of tradition, creating a unique mix of old wisdom and scientific observation. The original formula, dating back to 1792, looks at sunspots, long-term weather patterns, and historical analogs. Almanac makers believe that by studying these cycles, they can spot trends that repeat over time. The idea is that cycles in solar activity and atmospheric patterns can help predict future weather. They pay close attention to how the sun's behavior might influence Earth's climate, sometimes years in advance. They search for years with similar conditions, hoping history will repeat itself. By comparing past weather records, they try to match up patterns and make educated guesses about what's coming next. This pattern recognition is similar in spirit to modern science, but the Almanac's process is not transparent or peer-reviewed. Unlike today's meteorologists, their methods are kept behind closed doors. The secrecy adds to their mystique, making them feel almost magical. There's a certain charm in not knowing exactly how the predictions are made. People love the idea of a simple, time-tested formula that cuts through the noise. It's comforting to think that wisdom from the past can still guide us today. The Almanac doesn't give probabilities or confidence intervals. It just makes a bold call, offering a straightforward answer in a world full of uncertainty. That directness is appealing, even if it's not always accurate. For many, it's less about precision and more about tradition and hope. But is it reliable? Let's compare it to modern science and see how these age-old predictions stack up against today's technology. Let's contrast the Almanac's approach with modern meteorology. Scientific forecasting is a global effort using vast data and powerful computers. Meteorologists use numerical weather prediction, plugging real-time data into complex models that simulate the atmosphere. For seasonal forecasts, agencies like NOAA look at climate drivers like El Niño and La Niña, which can be detected months in advance. Scientific models are transparent, constantly tested and updated with new data. Every forecast comes with uncertainty, and scientists are open about it. The key difference: scientific models are testable and improve over time. The Almanac's secret formula is not. Independent studies show Almanac accuracy is closer to 50%, about the same as flipping a coin. Science is a process of constant improvement. The Almanac is a tradition. When it comes to planning, evidence beats mystery. Let's see how these methods stack up in real-world results. The best way to judge a forecast is to look at its track record. By examining the past, we can see how predictions have stacked up against reality, and whether the methods behind them truly hold up over time. Have the almanacs always been right? Not even close. In fact, their predictions have often missed the mark, leaving readers scratching their heads and wondering what went wrong. Take the winter of 2011-2012 as an example. The almanac predicted a bitter snowy season, but it turned out to be one of the warmest on record. People traded snow boots for sneakers, and winter coats stayed in the closet. Or consider the winter of 1997-1998, when a powerful El Niño brought mild weather to the north and wet, stormy conditions to the south. Scientific agencies, using advanced models and data, accurately predicted these patterns, but the almanac missed the call entirely. The summer of 2012 brought a devastating drought to the Midwest, with crops failing and farmland drying up. Once again, the almanac failed to see it coming, leaving farmers and communities unprepared. Scientific forecasters, while not perfect, had warned of drier conditions based on La Niña patterns. Their warnings, grounded in data and observation, gave people a chance to prepare for what was ahead. These misses highlight the limitations of the almanac's secret formula. Its methods, shrouded in mystery and tradition, simply can't keep up with the complexity of modern weather. Forecasting months in advance is incredibly difficult, even for scientists with the latest technology. The atmosphere is a constantly shifting puzzle, and even the best models have their limits. The atmosphere is chaotic, and there's a limit to how far out we can predict. Long-range forecasts are always a challenge, no matter how much data we have. The almanac's big misses remind us to rely on transparent, tested methods. Science is open about its process, constantly testing and refining its predictions. When predictions fail, science learns and improves. Tradition just moves on. Evidence matters. In the end, it's the willingness to adapt and learn from mistakes that leads to better forecasts and a better understanding of our ever-changing world. Today, weather myths can go viral in minutes thanks to social media. It often starts with a dramatic phrase from an almanac, shared on platforms like Facebook or TikTok. Shocking headlines and dramatic images grab attention, even if they're not accurate. Our instinct to warn others means we share before checking the facts. Social media algorithms amplify posts that get engagement, creating a feedback loop. Confirmation bias makes us more likely to believe and share stories that fit our worldview. The myth of a record-breaking winter spreads because it feels plausible and exciting. Echo chambers form, where misinformation is repeated and fact-based corrections are ignored. A simple almanac prediction can become fact for millions. That's why it's so important to question viral weather claims. Don't let a catchy headline fool you. Always check the source. Let's bust the myth. Is 2025-2026 really going to be the wettest winter ever? Science says no. There's no credible evidence for such an extreme claim. NOAA's Climate Prediction Center issues seasonal outlooks based on probabilities, not certainties. As of November 2021, Turtseo, would now dat substanden fad, would dandex kamad, would do drivers, Landion Lixid Skurdore Badr Bal El Niño and La Niña are neutral, meaning no strong signal for extreme weather. Without a major climate driver, long-range forecasts are highly uncertain. Other patterns, like the Arctic Oscillation, are unpredictable months in advance. The scientific consensus is higher uncertainty, not record-breaking wetness. Any claim of a wettest ever winter is pure speculation, not science. A record-wet winter would require a rare, persistent set of conditions. There's no evidence for that now. Science deals in probabilities, not prophecies. So, what's the real outlook for winter 2025-2026? Science points to regional variability and average expectations. With no strong El Niño or La Niña, most regions face equal chances for above, below, or near normal conditions. Weather will be driven by short-term variability. Expect storms, cold snaps, and mild spells. Some areas may be wetter, others drier, but a nationwide extreme is unlikely. The best way to prepare? Follow local, short-term forecasts from the National Weather Service. These are updated daily and are far more reliable than year-old predictions. Prepare for a typical winter, have your emergency kit ready, insulate your home, and stay informed. Don't let viral myths cause unnecessary anxiety or drastic preparations. Most likely, this winter will fall within the wide range of normal. The Farmer's Almanac is a charming tradition, but when it comes to weather, science is your best guide. Enjoy the Almanac for its gardening tips and nostalgia, but make important decisions based on evidence. The myth of a record-wet winter shows how easily colorful language and social media can create widespread belief without scientific backing. Modern meteorology is transparent, rigorous, and always improving. Be a critical thinker, check your sources, and share facts, not fear. Science helps us prepare for whatever the season brings, with confidence, not anxiety. Trust the ongoing work of thousands of scientists over a secret formula. For your forecast, trust the science, because science is for everyone.